If I can convince you a six-syllable sound will fix your life, I can sell you a life you won't fix. That's how mantras get trapped in superstition. Chant this and the universe pays your bills. No, Om Mani Padme Hum is not a vending machine. It's a mechanism. Treat it like magic and you'll get goosebumps and nothing else. Treat it like a tool and you'll get steadier breathing, narrower attention, less rumination, and, if you dare, compassion that costs you something. Let's name the players. The mantra is tied to Avalokiteshvara, the archetype of mercy. Jewel in the Lotus has 1,000 translations. This isn't a philology lesson. Tonight is engineering. Mantra is not belief. It's behavior in a loop. Mouth, breath, ear, meaning, choice. You move air. Air moves state. State moves choices. Once choices move, karma is suddenly not a cosmic spreadsheet. It's the calendar entry you finally keep. Why does the myth sell better? Because it flatters laziness. Say words, skip work. But human systems don't run on slogans, they run on rhythms. Repetition entrains the diaphragm, steady exhale cools the sympathetic surge, predictable cadence shackles wandering attention. A compassionate phrase reframes threats as beings. Nervous system shifts from defense to approach. None of that requires incense or belief, just correct use. Here's the agenda. We'll dissect the stack: sound, breath, attention, meaning, action. We'll map each syllable to a real-world micro-behavior so it cannot remain cosplay. We'll expose the near enemies: volume without warmth, trance without truth, devotion without delivery. We'll show why group chanting bonds strangers faster than small talk, and how to keep it from becoming a high you chase instead of a heart you use. Finally, a 7-day protocol that forces your mantra to pay rent in your life. If you came for spells, exit now. If you came for something scarier, a practice that will make you kinder in public, welcome. I'm Silent Flame. Mantras don't move mountains, people do. The mantra moves people, starting with the one behind your teeth. Forget mystique. Think stack, 4 layers. Phonetic physics, air plus muscle. You are pushing air through shaped gates, lips, tongue, soft palate. Om rounds the mouth and slows the out-breath. Hum pops on a closed lips release. The shape paces respiration. Longer, smoother exhales nudge the body out of red alert. You are not summoning energy. You are steering CO2 and vagal tone with sound. Attention gating, signal greater than noise. A metered phrase becomes an auditory anchor. Each loop wins back bandwidth from intrusive thought. Rumination is a thief that hates rhythm. Keep the beat and the thief starves, meaning priming schema. Repeat Jewel in the Lotus long enough, not as poetry, but as prompt, and your brain tags passers-by as beings, not obstacles. The phrase becomes a filter that softens threat perceptions just enough for curiosity to enter. Action coupling behavior. Most people stop at feeling. The stack is useless unless it ends in movement. A call you avoided, a repair you owe, relief you can deliver today. Sound to state, to stance, to step. Miss the step and you've built a very calm cage. Run it and you'll notice. The mantra doesn't erase problems. It raises your capacity to meet them without going feral. That's the only miracle worth keeping. Protocol, street grade. Sit or stand upright. One hand on low ribs. Cadence, 4 to 6 seconds per repetition. No racing. Dose, 5 minutes morning, 5 minutes evening, 1 minute before hard conversations. Sound out loud, softly. Switch to whisper or mental only when you can keep the breath pace unchanged. Anchor word. Choose one concrete kindness you will do after the session. Text, task, apology. Say it silently on the final hum. Measure results by behavioral afterglow. Do you follow through within an hour? Do you interrupt one unkind reflex per day? If not, your stack is missing the bottom layer. Map each syllable to a lever or watch the mantra dissolve into mood music. Om, set the field, round, resonant, chest belly vibration. Q, posture plus exhale. Instruction, I am not in a fight. Shoulders drop, jaw unhooks. Without this frame, compassion is cosplay. MA, mark the harm. Name one specific hurt you're carrying or causing. Not a saga, one line. Snapped at A. Compassion begins with contact. NI. Notice the hook. Identify the craving, aversion, tugging the scene. Needed to win. Feared rejection. Labeling flips the light on in the basement. Pad. Place the jewel. Translate virtue into one micro deed. Send ETA. Wash dishes. Forward resume. Donate $10. The jewel is not mystical. It's a next step that glows because you finally chose it. And me, make it mutual. Imagine the other person's interior for 3 breaths. You don't have to agree. You have to consider. This prevents kindness from becoming condescension. Hum, hit send. On hum, you commit. If you're at home, do the deed now. If not, calendar it today. Hum without action is humor. The universe smiles. Nothing changes. Optional mapping to the 6 perfections for nerds. OM Dana, generosity. MA Shala, ethics. NI Xanti, patience. Piad Varya, effort. Me Dhyana, concentration. Hum Prajna, wisdom expressed as choice. But remember, if your wisdom never buys groceries for someone or shuts up your ego for one afternoon, it's just excellent vocabulary. A mantra that doesn't produce visible repairs is a lullaby. You're not here to sleep. You're here to become dangerously reliable. Tools matter. So does container. Dose. Power greater than heroics. 5 honest minutes beat 50 theatrical. Your nervous system loves predictable input. Same chair, same time, same cadence. Watch compliance climb. Sequence, chant, act, reflect. Never end on a high, end on a deed. After acting, log 1 sentence. Chanted 5, did X, felt Y. That's your feedback loop. Context, environment, back supported, neck free, noise minimal. Volume soft enough to feel vibration, loud enough to hear your breath. Eyes, half open, keeps you in the world. Closed is fine if you don't drift. Why a mala works. No mystic needed. 108 beads aren't a superstition. They're a counter that externalizes progress. Fingers keep count while attention stays on breath plus phrase. Tactile rhythm reduces variance. If numbers make you compulsive, use 27 and repeat 4 rounds. When not to chant, red flags. You're using mantra to dodge a conversation today. You're dissociating, time skip, numb face, and calling it peace. You're collecting rounds for identity points. Stop, walk, drink water, then come back like a person, not a scoreboard. Upgrades, pair with walking. 1 bead per step on a quiet path. Let feet be the metronome. Pair with service. Chant softly while folding laundry for someone else. The hands teach the mouth humility. Your container's job is to make the behavior inevitable and the magic irrelevant. Build it so well that skipping feels stranger than showing up. Why does a room of voices feel different? Synchrony, shared rhythm reduces social distance. Breaths line up, shoulders drop together, eyes soften. Add reverberant space and you get acoustic masking that quiets inner chatter. People report warmth, courage, even tears. Not because a deity descended, but because nervous systems found co-regulation. Kept honest, this is medicine. Abused, it's a crowd drug. Watch for these edges. Volume arms race. Louder is not deeper. When rooms compete for decibels, nuance dies and ego conducts. Speed creep. Faster loops spike arousal. Some groups mistake adrenaline for transcendence. Keep the tempo human. Deference theatre. If leaders imply their voice is your pipeline to salvation, leave. A good circle teaches you to own your breath, not outsource it. Run a clean circle, open with why. We're here to practice compassion and prove it with one small act afterward. Set tempo with a drum or clap. Pick a key that lets everyone relax the throat. Every 10 minutes, pause for silence. Feel the residue. That's the point. Close with pledges. Each person names their micro deed, then leaves to do it. Accountability is the altar. Group chanting should send you back to your life, not keep you orbiting a guru. If you can be kind in the room but not at the bus stop, you were high, not holy. Trance is not equal to transformation. Feeling floaty after 20 minutes is not growth. Check tomorrow's calendar. If nothing changes, neither did you. Volume not equal to vow. Thunderous OM with a stingy schedule is just cosplay. Real devotion steals time from your comfort and gives it to someone else's need. Purity is not equal to precision. Counting perfect rounds while ignoring specific harm, the text you owe, the apology you avoid, is spiritual accounting, not practice. Calm is not equal to contact. If you chant to avoid difficult people, your peace is a moat. Real calm can walk across a living room and say, I was wrong. Belief is not equal to behavior. Chanting Avalokiteshvara's name doesn't make you merciful. Doing one merciful thing repeatedly does. Belief optional. Detection tests, latency, time from chant to action, aim less than 60 minutes, cost. Did kindness cost you anything today? Time, pride, money? Feedback. Ask one human. Did I feel more present this week? Track answers, not theories. A near enemy is a counterfeit that looks like virtue from across the room. Get close. Touch it. If it's soft on specifics, it's fake. Panic, body on fire. Posture, sit, feet flat, one hand on ribs. Cadence, whisper mantra only on exhale. Inhale through nose, count 4. Exhale with the phrase, count 6 to 8. Aim, lengthen, exhale, widen gaze, name one safe object in room. After 3 minutes, text someone having a spike, will call in 20. Anchor to the world. Rage, mind on knives. Start with hum silently. Commit to no harm for 10 minutes. Walk and chant under breath. On NI, name the status threat. On PAD, choose a repair that isn't self-erasure. HUM equals schedule the conversation when you can be useful. Shame, I am trash. OM, soften jaw. MA, write the fact, not the story. NI, name the rule you broke. PAD, one amend you can do today. Me, picture the other person's morning. Hum, deliver the amend before noon. Shame without action festers. Shame with action becomes responsibility. Numbness, I feel nothing. Switch to humming Om with lips closed. Vibration wakes interoception. Chant standing, palms on heart and belly. After 5 minutes, a tiny pleasure, sunlight, hot water on hands, plus one kindness that takes less than 3 minutes. Numbness hates micro moves. Advanced, run a compassion ladder after chanting. Pick the hardest person you can do a harmless good for today. Start small. Build the weight you can lift. Mercy is a muscle, not a mood. Rules: 2 sessions daily, AM, PM, 5 minutes each, plus 1 deed after every session. No skipped deeds. If you miss, you owe 2 next round. Day 1, breath and posture. Goal, feel ribs move on. OM. Deed, message someone you've neglected, thinking of you. No life stories. Day 2, the one line of harm. During MA, write a single sentence of recent harm. Deed, 1 repair step, schedule, send, start. Day 3, the hook, NI, name your favorite trap, control, approval, speed. Deed. 1 opposite behavior for 10 minutes. Day 4, the jewel. Pad, choose a kindness with deadline today. Deed, deliver before evening. Day 5, the other life. Me, imagine one adversary's afternoon. Deed, non-performative help that doesn't signal virtue. Day 6, the hard ask. Hum, make one ask you avoid. Help, clarity, boundary. Deed, send it even if voice shakes. Day 7, the bridge. Combine, chant, then do 3 small deeds. 1 repair, 1 gift, 1 ask. Journal 1 paragraph. What changed? That wasn't mystical. Behavior, body, bond, graduation metric. After 7 days, name 1 person who is objectively better off because you chanted. If you can't, start over. That's the doctrine. No metaphysics required. Om Mani Padme Hum is not a spell you cast at the world. It's a sequence you run on yourself until compassion becomes default, not performance. When the sound ends, but the kindness continues, the mechanism worked. I'm silent flame. Keep the mantra if you like, but keep the deeds no matter what. That's how noise becomes dharma.